Hello, my friends. This is Maggie. I just wanted to come on and do a quick flip through of my July Junk Journal 2025 journal and show you the pages according to the prompts. Now, my book is not in order. I didn't do them on successive pages. I just kind of jumped around. That's kind of my MO, how I do things. And of course, my book was wrong. It should have said July Junk Journal 2025. And I should have probably corrected it, but I never did. So that is what it is. It's my journal. So, all right. So this is the first page, and this is Torn Edges. See if I can get it in a little closer. So torn edges. And this page was prompt number 7, stamp it. And you can see I did all the stamping back here on this page, and then I layered on top of it. Okay. The next page we have, this is a touch of gold, and this was prompt number 2. And I did the embossing. I embossed these cards. I particularly like this one with the hummingbird. Put some lace on there. And then these are just tags. This one's a botanical tag, and these are some flowers that I embossed and then put the gilding wax on, or gilding polish, which was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. Then I made a little pocket to put them in and used my gold pen to outline the wave and put some little gold pieces of bling on it. And sweet moments to treasure. Okay. This prompt was number 3, botanical. I copied, this is William Morris scrapbook paper. I made a little pocket, put some fussy cut flowers on there. And this was taken, a copy. I copied a page from the July of the Edith Holden Diary of an Edwardian Lady. The book is such a lovely book, and I picked July in particular. And then I made these journaling cards also from illustrations in the book. And used this beautiful botanical paper on the back of this flip out. Okay. The next page is number 4, prompt number 4 was something vintage. So I chose a vintage picture and vintage items to go with it. A peace symbol, different things. I also had a copy of a page of the Los Angeles Times from December 1965. And this quote, this little saying says, retro mid-century magic. Okay, the next page was number 5, tag. I made another pocket, embellished it with this great big pretty flower, and I made this big tag that is actually hidden journaling space. Put some paper in here and stamped on it a little bit, and then this just goes back in here and goes together like this. Okay, my next page is page number 6, prompt number 6, and this was one color. And I interpreted this by using all different shades of blue and different pieces of ephemera and blue and putting this page together. I really liked it. I fussy cut these flowers and layered these different colors of blue paper. And I really like this page. I like the color blue particularly, and for me it just evoked a sense of peace and well-being. And I put these words: serenity, wonder, peace, and discovering new horizons. My part of my fussy cut stuck up over the top of the page, which I didn't mind. And then this is prompt number 8, and it was words. And at the time I had this song that we had just sang in church the previous Sunday going through my mind. And I kept thinking to myself, the words of the song keep going through my mind. So I used those words and I cut out these ransom letters and arranged them on this beautiful blue background of the page with I believe that's an eagle flying over it, but I'm not sure. God is good all the time, God is good. My next page in here was number 9, and this one was lace. And I painted a background in various shades of blues and purples, and they kind of ran together. And then I chose this lace that could go over top of it and you could kind of see through, and I just embellished it with flowers and this adorable little girl with some butterfly wings behind her. And this says soar. I can do hard things, and with brave wings she flies. And this one particular page reminded me of my granddaughter. Her mom is always saying to her, you can do hard things, and she works really hard to learn new skills. Okay, this was page number 10, and it was worn. And I chose this worn out picture. It was pretty faded. It's a picture of my mother, and I kind of weathered up some muslin and a button. And this is a worn path, walking path through the forest. Again, this is William Morris paper. I love the paper. I have this poem and then this saying, worn but not forgotten. And I really like this page, possibly because it did remind me of my mom. Okay, the next page was prompt 11, and this was doodles, scribbles or doodles. And I had from it was right after I started junk journaling, I painted this collage of colors, and then I doodled over them, and I punched out these circles with my hole punch, and I used quite a bit of them to embellish journals, but then I had a bunch that were saved. And I decided to take those and make a whimsical tree out of it. I drew in this tree trunk. And I took one of the, a couple of the circles, and I took my tiny punch and punched little circles to make these flowers, and drew in the stems and what have you, and embellished them with pieces of bling. And the saying says, where trees whisper secrets, and flowers giggle and bloom, the earth writes poetry in petal and plume. And I enjoyed this. I painted the background. Thought it was very fun. Okay, this one is out of order, and it is number 17 in actual fact, and it's out of the forest. And I had this beautiful picture of a path going through the forest. And I had these little whimsical forest animals left from my daughter's baby shower. So I decided to use those. And this little rabbit, I cut a hole here in the trunk and had him peeking around because rabbits are so shy. And I had a fox and a bear and a fawn, an owl, and some birds. And the quotes just say, if I can read these, I need my glasses. A grove of giant redwoods or sequoias should be kept as we keep a great or beautiful cathedral, Theodore Roosevelt. And the forest are the lungs of the world, Woody Harrelson. Come to the woods, for here is rest. There is no repose like that of the green, deep woods. Sleep and all forgetfulness of all ill, John Muir. And knowing trees, I understand the meaning of patience. Knowing grass, I appreciate persistence, Hal Borland. So this was an enjoyable page. Now this page was number 16, again out of order, and it was postcard. And I remembered in my digitals I had some things from Texas, and two of them were these postcards, and I just sized them down so everything would fit on this page. And one was greetings from Galveston Beach, Texas, and then howdy from West Texas. And I put these little charms on the edge. Stetson, let's see if there's another one, pair of boots, and a map of Texas, and then some other Texas memorabilia, and then behind this is some scrapbook paper with postcards on it, and some of the state, significant state state, the word just slipped me. Anyway, the monarch butterfly, the longhorn Texas steer is the large state mammal. A small state mammal is the armadillo. The state flower bird is the northern mockingbird, and then the state flowers, of course, are the bluebonnets. That was a fun page to give a shout out to the great state of Texas. This is number 12, and it was window or peek through. So I built this window with some shutters and a hinge. And this, of course, you're looking from the inside of the room out. And when you open it up, the shutters up, you look out and you're looking at a beautiful scene of the water and a sailboat. So pretty and peaceful. I would love to be able to look out my window at that scene. So that was prompt number 12. This was prompt number 13, and this was map. So I took a map, and a map to me, the first thing that came to my mind was travel. So I cut out a bunch of travel pieces of ephemera from a piece of scrapbook paper, and see the world, let adventure lead, just keep going, go, see, do, Wonderlust, where next, explore, find joy in the journey, and travel, dream, repeat. Okay, this page was prompt number 14, and this prompt was faded photograph. And I took these two photographs. This is of my grandparents. This is of my grandfather. This, of course, was more faded than this one, but I used them both because I felt they were taken about the same time. And I just embellished them with these flowers and some denim. I figured he was wearing denim working overalls and gingham, a blue gingham dress. And the poem says, on the mantelpiece they sit, glimpses of yesterday, memories of good times before you said it was your time to go. Memories linger on. When the shadows disappear, memories of the times when you were near. Glimpse of the love we had, memories of times I never wish to forget, captured forever in our photograph. Excuse me. Okay, and this was number 12, which was, no, that's not right. Oh, no, this is, oh, that's just a tag I put on there. This is actually number 23, book page. I thought something just didn't ring a bell. So this is just a book page that I made into a piece of ephemera for a junk journal. You have two little flip outs here. You have this big pocket, 2 small pockets on the front, a little belly band, a tuck spot, a pocket here, and a pocket here. Find joy in the journey, and this was prompt number 23. This was our last prompt. Okay, and this prompt was number 15, written in the margin, and I really was kind of stumped with this one, but I decided to do these border, these page edge margins, and I wrote butterflies, flowers, look at it right here, butterflies that fly and all but sing, Robert Frost. So this was this prompt, and I just put these butterflies. This was supposed to be 3-dimensional, but of course it's all flattened out with some bling. And butterflies are self-propelled flowers. Okay, this prompt was prompt number 18, bird. I just put this vintage bird on here. I put the William Morris paper again and layered on a few layers on top of that, with some butterflies and some music notes, the bird singing. And without birds, where would we have learned that there can be a song in the heart? Hal Borland. Okay, and this was Teabag, and it was prompt number 19. And I didn't know what to do for this one either, so I found the stencil that I forgot that I had. It was a large stencil, and I had set it aside because I didn't think I could use it. I had purchased it when I was making Tea Party journals. And so I found it, and I got it out, and I was able to fit it on here, and I stenciled it in 3 cherry colors, blue, green, and pink. And I took an empty tea bag, and I just I put some of my tea-dyed ink on it and just left it sit down here. And it says, you can't get a cup of tea big enough or a book long enough to suit me, C.S. Lewis. And then this one says, water is the mother of tea, a teapot is its father, and fire the teacher. So that ended up being kind of fun. Okay, this prompt was prompt number 20, old person, and I had made some old lady hippie journals in 2024, and these are some of the digitals that I had saved from it. And this is Madge, and this is her VW bus, and she is just very young at heart, and she's still living her hippie days. Sky above, earth below, peace within. The earth laughs in flowers. Make art, not war. Love, peace, and joy. Okay, and this was prompt number 21, antique pattern. And I decided to take and make an antique fold from some paper, and I put it inside this little card with this botanical piece on it. Kind of all matches with this paper. This was some digital paper that I had in my files. And then this was the antiquarian fold. It's actually on the same paper that the background is, and I stenciled some script and then also stamped some butterflies, and it folds back up to go in your journal. All right, I think we're about to the end. Okay, this is prompt number 22, which was ticket. And I had different things I thought about doing for ticket, but in the end, I found this picture, and I've got the ticket tickets, the ticket office, a man selling tickets, and these are train tickets that he's selling to this mom and little girl who are going back east to see grandma. And so this is the page for tickets. And I think that is it. That's the end. That's all 23 of our prompts. So thank you for joining me on this flip through. If you enjoyed this, please give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment if you have time. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. The hashtag, this challenge was hosted by Lee from Lee's Art and Junk Journal Wonderland. The hashtag was JJJC2025, and if you're interested in seeing what some of the other creators did, there was over 50, I'm sure, creators that participated in this, and at least a couple of hundred videos that were made. So if you're interested in seeing what any of the other creators did, please put in this hashtag and all the videos should come up. This also works on Facebook. Some of the creators posted their pages on Facebook as well. So I hope you enjoyed it, and God bless, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.